Hi, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that's, well, it's not really about software engineering. It's more of like how to understand if the manager that you're working with is, well, competent enough. Is he good? And what signs tell that this is not a good manager? So let's start with the first. A manager always, it's like his key word, I would say, is clarity. So a good manager always tries to make sure that you understand everything that they're trying to communicate clearly, and there's zero space for uncertainty. So they really try to make sure that there's a transparency to what's happening in all the other aspects of the business. So they give you context about the features that you're building, not just build this because like we need this, but because they give transparency because they want you to be aware so that you can make decisions based on that context, like to prioritize, to estimate. Every detail matters for that part. So they really try to make sure that there's clarity in the tickets, in the communication, in whatever, like everything around that they have, there's clarity in that, and there's zero space for uncertainty. And the best managers are really those that have the percentage of uncertainty quite low. I think it's impossible to have it like no uncertainty at all, but the best ones really try to minimize that that vagueness, that things that are like not quite exactly explained. Like they try to avoid those situations. So that's the first aspect of a great manager. And the next aspect I would say is the emotional intelligence. I think great managers, you might saw them, you might met them. They're really the ones who understand you and they can like relate to you when they're talking with you. They're not really like so like a bad manager is like usually that one who doesn't really care how you feel emotionally, how like if you have any mental issues, if you're like dealing with something, he's like, I don't care. I'm here to get the company's bottom line, and I will make sure that the feature gets delivered, regardless if your parents died. I don't care. Deliver this. So the good managers are the ones who really like can relate to you on an emotional level. They try to make sure that everything that you do, like they make sure that you're heard. So that I would put it like that. So they make sure that everything that you have in yourself, you don't like hold it up. You have the desire to like speak out, and they make sure that they cultivate this environment where you can freely speak up. You can freely say, "Oh shit, I feel broken," and then they try to talk with you and understand you better. So that's the second part. The next part is that the managers, well, most of the manager's job is to protect you from all the things that are not related to your task. So they try to like filter everything that's coming in from all the other departments, all the other people, outside stakeholders, inside stakeholders. They filter that through themselves, and they drip that to you in like short, concise messages that are clear, and you're basically like protected from this chaos that the company has. And again, like their job is making you efficient by protecting you from outside influence. Of course, they will give you that context as like a filtered output. They will like tell you all the relevant informations without all the politics, without all the meaningless stuff that they have to deal with, that is their job to deal with. And in this way, they keep you efficient by basically not putting too much on your plate. And those are the great developers, great managers who can do that efficiently. And back when I was working as a software engineer, I really liked those who were were protecting me from different departments, because I always received like direct emails from some department, and my manager went always ballistic because like he was like, contact me first and don't go directly to my engineers. And I really like that. Really struck a chord with me because again, he filtered what comes to me, and I appreciate this support in handling everything outside of my department. And which brings me also to the next part. They were always there, so to speak. They were always around me and available for my questions. Again, there's clarity in communication, and there's also availability in the communication. So they're there when I need them to talk with them. Again, not outside of the job context, but in the job context, they're there. And what I really like about great managers is that they can facilitate your improvements. They make you better. They like give you praise. They give you feedback. They make you wanna be better. So again, they're a combination of a mentor, like a guide, and a teacher, so to speak. Like in all the non-technical terms, they try to like position you in a way so that you can grow together with them. And those are the best kinds of managers that really allow you to blossom as a flower, so to speak. So, and of course, they also support you in any way that they can. So if you need something, like in terms of project management, if you're unsure about the timeline or you have concerns, you approach them. Again, they are available. You approach them. You tell your problem, and they support you in handling this problem issue, and they help you make it happen that this issue gets solved. Or if needed, they can push for you outside of your department. They can help you like they protect you from the outside, but they also facilitate anything that you have like feedback for the outside. They bring from the outside to the inside a filter version, and they also amplify this internal feedback to the outside in a bigger way. So if they really think that it's important, again, those are the things that I think great managers do. And again, like a great manager is also the one who makes you feel good about coming to the job and doing the project with them. So they're the ones who are like motivating you. They're the ones who are like cheering for the project success. They're there to like hold your hand. So imagine really like they're like a cheerleader for your project. And again, are you gonna like be depressed if they're not there? Probably not, but it's good to have them in the capacity that they're solving a different problem that you are. So again, I've met some developers who think they're better than managers because again, they're handling technical things and managers are, well, just managing the timeline. But again, those are like two separate fields, two separate problems that you're trying to solve. One is a technical issue. It's more straightforward. It might be a bit, there might be a bit uncertainty, but it's, again, the technical part is more straightforward than the management part, because the management is dealing with, it requires a whole different set of skills to do that management part. So don't think because you are a software engineer, you can also do the management part. It doesn't work like that. You need a whole different set of skills. So also that's why moving from software engineering to management is like a big step. It's not like a natural progression. You need to really get good at managing before you can, well, become a good manager. So I've known quite a lot of engineers who stepped into the management and they were quite bad until they really learned to manage. And again, it's a whole different set of skills and they're solving a different problem than you are. So don't think yourself as a better, think of yourself more of an equal, and they're here to support you, to facilitate your work, to make you efficient, but they're also there to like make sure that the wheels are turning outside of your small world, of your department, of your team. They're here to make sure that this whole big behemoth of a machine moves forward from other departments, from other stakeholders. They need to make sure that this whole machine moves forward and not just this small part that you're into. And again, they have a lot of meetings, they talk, they play politics, they manage timelines. And again, the best ones are the ones who can clearly set their expectations, clearly communicate, transparently showcase all the context. They protect you from the outside influence. They support you in all the things that you need. They hold your hand, they cheer for you. And in the end, you get this atmosphere of, well, joy. You enjoy working on the project. And I think that's the highest praise for a manager, when the project is going so smooth, where you're like every developer is enjoying their time, even though they might have chaos behind them. In this small world, everything is going smoothly. And I think that's the best, best praise for the manager, where they can keep this small world running efficiently, with joy, with happiness, with enjoyment, so that you as a developer go into your work every day with like a big smile on your face, like you're going to build something amazing today, and you get cheered on with the manager, and you're solving problems together with the management. And this is like a a great collaborative team effort where you both are like making each other better in different ways. So keep an eye out for great managers. Sorry again, for great managers, because again they're a rarity, and never be afraid of giving feedback to your manager how you expect them to work. Again, you're free to voice your concerns if you see that they're behaving in a bad way that's decreasing team morale. You need to like again voice your concerns, make them grow with you, and eventually like the managers, the good managers, see potential in their growth as well, and they appreciate good feedback. Also praise the good ones for the good stuff that they do, and for the bad ones just try to avoid them. And if you see something, just voice your concerns to their higher ups so they get at least some repercussions and not just a raise from their politics. So that's it. That's all I want to say about the good managers. They are a rarity, so keep them close and grow with them together. I'll see you in the next video, and if you like this kind of content, press like and subscribe, and we'll talk more later. See ya. Bye-bye.